Hello, everybody. So, uh, we are continuing on with our most current playthrough of Scarlet Hollow, where we're starting over from the beginning. I also did want to show you guys, I finally, found a game that was on sale that I could use up the last of my gift card for. I got their other games, Black Tabby's other game, Slade Princess, which I've already played through once, but nice thing about Slade Princess is you can play multiple times and get multiple endings. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I highly recommend it. I mean, it almost made me cry at one point. And like I said, not gonna spoil it, but it starts out as a typical, you're a hero and you're in the woods and blah 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 blah. And then you do the whole, I can't remember. Load. Yes. I think this is when we wanted. But yeah, I would highly suggest playing Slade Princess. It's very good. Anyway, here we go! It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips lower, closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel we could do mystical, more lives than we felt in years, trains of calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. I'm gonna go with mystical. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather this past summer was the hottest on record since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice feel chill in the air and to see leaves change, like normalcy if restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk games. Like this, we can ask a lot of different questions. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stays hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. But back when I first started doing solo video, excuse me, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I stumble across some kind of activity. And keep in mind about her parents. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all is said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals. That's kind of funny considering what happens with Reese later. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that is just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. We're not alone out here, but not everything is cut from the same cloth. You gotta meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two will get along. Has anything bad ever happened to one of those hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. His leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks, who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears, plastic shoes on. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely counted. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Yeah. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are a ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear. And even they scare easy. Sure, sometimes worry can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. I even carry bear mates. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? Anyway, all this is to say we're good. Don't worry. Did you hear that? Speaking of crashing through the woods, Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew! Sorry if you getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature in darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Gun cape. Sorry I asked. Also, one thing. Like, I know everyone calls him Duke because of his ball cap. But is his name really Duke? And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for salty introduction. Offer Duke your loyal peanuts. I kind of want to do it just to see what it says. Let me see. You hold out the slippery bag of hand, Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put in your rucksack. Like the scent of old berry, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. About dealing with my own critter, I won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could say your business, Stella Richmond. Put the darn camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chuckbungos or what have you. I might borrow that word if I can figure out a way of fitting it into a sentence. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. There ain't no Skunk Ape, wherever the heck that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountainlions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any of them one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-aged Boy Scouts that are 100% confirmed. Yes, Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. Ooh, not good. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's possible. You'll eat those roots when I come carrying the mountain lion corpse out of the woods at night. Also, spoilers. But if we choose not to go with Stella, we choose to walk through the woods, there are indeed mountain lions. Because one tries to eat us. But Duke saves us. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Mystical, as Duke's words leave his mouth and an existential dread begins to pull your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the 3 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Ooh, we can do. There's something waiting for us. I don't think this ends well. Or we could do street smart. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening, so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. No, Stella, we should leave, and we shouldn't come back. Why do I have a feeling she's winking? Yep, you turn and weaken Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke, maybe you got a point. Come on, Paulo, let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Paulo. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now come on, I know how we can loop around without them noticing. Yeah, we sure fooled him. Sorry if I was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great, he'll never suspect a thing. The trail's just up this way. Let's go! Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem, as dark night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Paula, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive lead-pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, sellers. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, hang on a sec, guys. There we go. We get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you. Something unavoidable. The what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across the trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Your quiet moment, Stella, is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that? Ha! No need to panic. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why do you bring Gretchen down here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into tonight's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix, take snack bar, dried apricots. I feel a little like sesame sticks today. The one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wow you with my cooking skills, but I guess I'll have to wait for some other time. Still a tasty choice. The chips of the hiking trail. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but who would bring such a delicate space-consuming snack in their pack when they could fit another bottle of water or more snacks? Also, notice the eyes. Hey, Wade. Wayne's watching us. I don't know if it's ever been definitively stated, but I kind of choose to believe that Wayne is watching us. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as quiet sounds of evening wildlife watch over you. Gretchen nods a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Bristol. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Paula. Live alone, live in a closet, doorless basement. I'm gonna say this one because it has a cat. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had to move in. Then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not like the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He still bites my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite of a freshly made sandwich when there are only two of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it and then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. Which, of course, also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Almost like he wants me to watch him. And at least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always end up stepping in. It's gotten to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house. And no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. I'll find out Wade's probably listening to this going, that's weird. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, his cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. And it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animals? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Oh, this is fun. I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first year... Oh, whoops, sorry. I accidentally clicked. Oh well, that's okay. I'm still in school. I've got a work-study program going on right now that keeps me going. And sometimes I participate in research studies that throw a cool $20 my way. Oh yeah, I've always wondered what it's like to study in a big city school. Living in a dorm with a bunch of people your age, staying out late and eating pizza, meeting people around the world. Though I guess you're not doing the dorm part. But I couldn't leave these beautiful woods behind. This is my home, and I love it here. I think leaving would just make me miss it. So what do you study? Ooh, now we have a decision. Biology, psychology, English, business, education, computer science, or no idea. I kind of want to do computer science. Computer science. Nice. That seems like a really good field to get into. Yeah, that was exactly my thought going into it. I'm so happy I made this decision. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. It feels like a presence. You felt at the back of your neck for as long as you can remember. Only now it's present, closer. Oh, that's interesting, especially considering that's the entity. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is no longer to be seen. Oh, you vanished. I think we're being watched. Might be skunk ape. Do your best to pretend it is watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually a house I grew up in, so it's a lot of present memories attached to it. I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just sturdy as it's ever been. I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore? Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. But it's okay. I've done my mourning. Life goes on, and we still get to live in our beautiful family home, just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. You drink. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something. And we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from the grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, although it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was a local vet. The lady on the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most raised, and Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Oh, thanks, Paula. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I'm okay. Hanging in there terribly. Glad to see you go. Don't know much about it. Let's go with that one. Terribly, to be honest. It wasn't a quick death. It took years. To the point that was almost a relief when it finally happened. But then it sank in that she was really gone, that I was utterly alone. And then the hospital bills started to come in. So yeah, I'm not taking it well. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salting the wound at that point. Oh, here we go. It's showtime! Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. That isn't skunk ape, Stella. Whatever it is, it's far worse. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch toward the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds were needed after all. Oh no! What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it might be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we could rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the dark unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by your leash. Oh no, she tripped! Ow! Are you okay? Huh, yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem, it seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. Can we examine? You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. Try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the head. It's Poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Whoever got a hold of her bust your wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Good God, at first she thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. Oh, can you see that? There's like an embryo or something growing inside it. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing underneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once, and there's not much of a scar these days. I don't know, kind of looks like there's something in there. So the ditchlings are impregnating people. We assume, since it comes out of their mouths, that it's part of them. Whatever might be, you know better than to investigate the slump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Ooh, I want to ask this one. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things that's going to pop out of her? No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained, maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet, a gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Duke, I don't think it's Madeline that's getting at your chickens. Yeah, no shit, in all my years I never seen anything like this. As you, Duke and Stella, take stock in situations, sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Hey, do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. She starts filming again. Come on, Bertie, let's get you home. And Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step in that foot closer, I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates, and the thing steps toward, fixing what seems to be his eyes on Bernie, tucked up under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is unloosened. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the den around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creature slithering out from the brush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fever pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my God! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. Pattern of natural feud and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, get your grubby little hands off my bird! We gotta save Gretchen. You die for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hand. Oh, see, it's pulling injectors out. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It moves back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispering tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Duke? Oh, this is good. Spoilers. Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great, okay, step 2. What's step 2? Oh. Hey, it's okay. Let's take some deep breaths and collect ourselves. What do you mean? I'm totally acting calm and rational. Now, step 2 is that we chase after the things to get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. Are you sure this is a good idea, Stella? Nope, but we're already in this deep. What's the harm in digging in a little deeper? Okay. Good to know. Lead the way. There are more of them. A lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their warnings out into the night. Stella films as she runs, narrating to an invisible audience. We're being pursued, I think, by these weird things. Seems like they're all riled up from what just happened. Also, not to make it obvious, but if anything like that ever happened to me, I would not be letting you guys know what happened until after I was safe. So just to let you guys know, the two of you come to a stop at the edge of a clearing. Okay, you seem to have found a nest or crop circle, but of animals. I was thinking interesting how it goes from small to larger to larger. God, that smell. The air is flavored with rot, a pervasive stench rising up from the spiral of corpses that patterns the rock. Birdie has been placed among them, her body laying still as the creature crouches protectively over her. Oh, said the indignant Birdie. Gretchen seems upset, shaking in Stella's arms and whimpering quietly. At the sound of the dog's disquiet, the creatures flew out of the woods and surround the clearing. Dead eyes peer out from pale, doughy faces, watching the children, the small, terrified dogs. We need to leave. Yes, I think I have enough footage now. The two of you take a few steps back from the clearing, then turn and start running together back through the woods, driven by a deep admonition to get away from whatever those things are. They're everywhere. God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between bushes and tree branches for anything they can get a hold of. Their howls filling the night. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Caller? Try to call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits on red. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Ask Gina trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. The boys. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, the Sheriff Hugby, the friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite being in the middle of the night. Like, I don't want to say he's some supernatural creature. What if he's a vampire? See, right there, a thing jumps out of the woods and the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs. What the heck is that? Some kind of crop circle? They killed Duke. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. If you don't mind, this is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Sweet smart. Still gave in to their request suspiciously easily. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your complaints with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you, and... Who are you exactly? That's Paula. She came into town today for the funeral. Oh, right, sure. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. These things out there could attack somebody else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Cell size. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl, you can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella. A worried look stretched across the little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Greensburg, for such a gregarious person, Stella is unusually quiet as the car makes its way down the pitch-black mountain road. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. I guess we just saw a man die. I don't know what to say either. Looks to me like she just got a battle car sickness. Must be why she thought walking home sounded like such a good idea. Guess whatever y'all saw out in the woods was as bad as an upset tummy. Stella doesn't like riding in cars. I'm sure she'll be right as rain once we get back down the hill, though she best not try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have to work late cleaning the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. Y'all had better keep it together till then. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. I pee fearfully. Paula. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving them before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life and death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. You sure seem a little blasé about a man's death. I can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? And what's worse is I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. Even the nest. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, There's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Let's do it. Sure, why not? Check out gun, have that. Yeah. Let's do it. Awesome, let's go. I hope she's still awake. Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear her approach. Welcome home. You're finally where you're meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. Now that's interesting, considering what we know about Sybil. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Paula. Is it okay if we come in? You and Miss Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. And yet you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes and you see only the woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put on white for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. I do really like her room. It's very cool. It's nice to finally meet you, Paula. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. No, I'm not gonna offer Sybil my boiled peach. What's outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. Also, I just noticed something. There's no Miles in this picture. So it must be before Miles, Grant, and Liz. Is that a baby? I can't quite tell. But that almost looks like a baby in her arms. I don't know. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on. I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here, silly? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out a memory card from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. This must have been why she was so quick to hand over her camera. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. The cops would know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they had accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Oh, that's interesting that she asked that. Because she knows people can't leave the town. Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'd be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Paula. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. Sweetie, we're wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and your friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring you out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence watches over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Paul and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. The other three look at you, unsure of what to say. Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Whatever happened in the woods? We weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. Your grandmother. Right. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Paula with this telepope. Is it telepo or telepo? I'm not sure. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She's always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident. Or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very, really wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Oh! Now I'm thinking to episode 5. She hasn't mentioned the Ditchley, but I'm wondering if that's how she and her daughter knew about all the tragedies to come. To see so many in one place, and they're multiplying, keep in mind, they're incubating in other creatures. So they must need a lot. Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, have they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know why I'm outnumbered. Maybe they're making more of themselves. You know, you have a point there. Did you see all those open wounds at that spiral death? It's like they were incubated in the local wildlife. There weren't any growths there. It looks like they'd all popped. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. Yeah, she wants to forget. I don't know, it's getting late. I should let Paula get some rest. I ran her ragged today while the hiking and running through the woods in terror. Yeah, I'm about ready to pass out. Thanks for the help, Sybil, and it was nice to meet you, Kanika. Sorry I had to be under such weird circumstances. Hopefully the next time we meet will be a little less terrifying. We should all hang out this week, Kanika. Maybe we can even get Reese to chill with us. I could really use it, but for now, thank you both so much for everything. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. I'm not drinking any of your tea. There, ma'am. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Paula. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back and check up on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up the mountain alone? Sybil said the ditchlings are harmless. I think I'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. She scribbles her number on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well, but it's too late for you to turn around. You either make it back to the estate or you won't. Almost home. Your salvation in sight. Attempt to lift the light on. You make a mad dash to the door. Try the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the heck have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Went to the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and ended with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. That explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Wonder what would happen if we said this. Please, I need to leave this town as fast as possible. Don't let Stella's nonsense worm its way into your head. There's no bus until next Monday, and there's no way I'm driving on those mountain roads. You're stuck here until next bus comes, so settle down. Good night. Interesting. Oh yeah, let's call Stella. Hey, how are you? Didn't you make it back alright? All good. Good idea. Get some good Z's, okay? We'll talk tomorrow. I still cling to my theory that we're in Pearl Ann's bedroom. I also really like this cutscene. It's like gives kind of a good vibe of like what's going on and that kind of stuff. I also wonder if that's Sybil's house with the tea. Maybe. And there is Reese, who's crying. Apparently is very upset. Maybe he had a nightmare. There's Rosalina's room. And there's the alpacas out by the church. And there's Big Betty, or supposedly. I don't know if it's Big Betty or it's just meant to represent Big Betty. Also, see that shadow? And there's the room, which we'll be going to later. Scarlet Hollow. I keep thinking I'm hearing something. But yeah, I think we're gonna stop here for now. We're gonna save that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully this will work. So I'm going to try my best to get this uploaded today, but not today. Hopefully tomorrow it'll get uploaded. So expect it either later on today or tomorrow. It's almost 2 o'clock here, so. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. And, yeah, I've already noticed a few changes they made in some of the dialogue. But it's also fun to go back, especially to listen to Sybil's lines and to realize, you're pushing that T awfully hard, ma'am. Anyway, have a good rest of your day, guys.